Hello everybody and welcome to another of Emma's Snippets. Now today I wanted to talk to you about communication illusion. You may have seen that I've done a few posts about this recently because I've only just learnt the term and I'm obsessed with it because it speaks to me on so many levels and it's so much of what we talk about in terms of how we communicate and get other people to listen and how we listen. Now one thing I do know is the majority of people, when you ask them, say I'm an excellent listener, especially when I'm A, interested and B, care about the other person, but nobody else really seems to be. Funny that, isn't it? Now there was a test in America, right? There was a test in America and they said to people, hundreds of people, they said, if you was to tap out happy birthday on a table, if you tap it out with your finger, do you think the other person would get it? And we were like, yeah. And I was reading it, I was like, yeah, I reckon 75-80% of people would get that. I mean, it's just ridiculously well known that everybody knows happy birthday. It's universal, right? So they did this test. They asked hundreds of people to tap out one of 25 most well-known songs to the other person, right? And these people all did it and they knew they were doing well because they tapped it out and they knew the songs. They were globally recognised, 25 top. Guess how many people got it? 3%. 3% of participants guessed out the tapped out song. And why do you think that is? Well, that's because the person who was communicating it in their head was like, this is really clear. I can hear the song, I can hear the melody, I can see that my body language is right, I'm involved, I'm full on communicating, they're getting everything from me. And it's really obvious. You know, they know this stuff already, I'm just reminding them of something they know. But really for the other person on the other side of the table, all they were getting was someone going to them, I mean, what does that mean? It means nothing. Which goes to show you that a lot of what we communicate is an illusion. It's an illusion that we hold in ourselves, that we are being clear, we are being succinct, we have clarity. Because in our minds, it makes absolute sense. We can hear exactly what it is we're trying to say. We can see their faces. Probably, if they're polite, and most people are, they're going, oh yeah, yeah, oh really? So we're getting all of the responses that they're hearing it, right? And in our heads there's it makes sense, we've got it all listed out, we understand it. Worst case scenario, they ask a couple of questions, we clarify, everyone's on the same page, brilliant, we move on. But the thing is we have our own sets of beliefs, agendas, you know, we see the world from our own internal viewpoint, right? And the other person's the same. So when you communicate to them, you're going through two lenses. You're going through your own lens, which is you're communicating through your own worldview and your own understanding and your own agenda. And they are collecting that information from you from their own lens. So you're going through your lens, where you're making assumptions, through their lens where they have their own worldview, their own agenda, their own understanding of things and their own assumptions. So it's going through two, so it's not a straight line. It's kind of like doing this already to get from your brain to their brain. And then when they respond, it's going through those again, coming back. So their lens and then your lens. So it's been distorted 4 times when you just have a simple back and forth, right? And that's without thinking about things like how you both interpret body language or tone. You know, some people, what is a polite, short, just get it done, someone else is really rude, flippant and indifferent. You know, you're not giving me anything. Or some people, they waffle on to be kind and the other person's just like, for God's sake, get to the point, and they've lost interest. So there's so many ways that this communication can get lost. Lost in communication, lost in translation. There's so many ways this can go wrong. But the main thing that's happening is we're all sitting in this illusion that we are being crystal clear, we have full clarity and the other guy is on our page. So the majority of conversations we have, and this is what blows my mind, the majority of conversations we have, we so believe the other person gets us that probably both of us are not being heard and neither of us are noticing. So we're having a conversation, I'm saying A, you're hearing C, you're saying B, I'm hearing D, and we're both going, lovely, yeah, great, next week. Brilliant, bye. So it's just absolutely blows my mind that not only are we all terrible at listening, we're also all terrible at communicating and we're all terrible at noticing it. And I just thought that that was absolutely fascinating. So I'll share that with you now and I'll leave that as it because I think that's long enough for a snippet. But next time I will do one for you on the art of listening, how to actually listen effectively. And you know what, we all think we're good at it, but we're not. It's not easy to do and it's a skill a lot of us never learned, and when you realise that you don't know how to do it, it takes a long time to practice it too. So I'll share that next time. Okay kids, snippy out, have a good day. Bye.